Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about JUnit. So first see what is say JUnit and then we'll see with one simple example. So actually JUnit is a testing framework. It's a unit test casing tool. By using JUnit, I can do or I can perform programmer level testing. For example, assume that as a Java developer, what I will do, I will be writing my business logic or I will be writing my application code. So once my application is ready, it will go to testing team. The tester will test the code by using various tools. So we have a Selenium tool, we have a QTP tool, so black box, white box testing. So many testing tools are available in the market. So with the help of that tool, the tester will test our business logic or our application code. So finally, as a developer, I will be developing my code. Once my code is developed, I will send it to the testing department. So now the tester will test my application. So once my application is fine or it is if it is satisfying all the test cases, then it will go for the production. So this is a real-time scenario which we are following in all across all the IT companies. But as a developer, I'm writing my code or I'm writing my business logic. Before sending to the testing team, if I want to test my code in a programmer level itself, so then I need some framework or I need some programmer level testing tool. So that is nothing but your JUnit. So finally, by using JUnit, especially Java developer, they can use JUnit to perform programmer level testing. So it is not going to test all those things. It is going to test only the unit test cases. Nothing but some basic or basic functionality testing I can do with the help of JUnit. So once I satisfied with my code after performing programmer level testing, and then I will send it to the tester team. So now the tester will test the code by using a full-fledged testing tool, and then it will go for the production. So finally, in single word, JUnit is a unit test casing tool or framework. By using JUnit, I can perform programmer level or the developer level testing. Right. So in most of the online logic building tool, you might be observed. For example, we have a hacker rank, hacker earth, and metal. So those things actually they are internally they are using JUnit to test our code. So most of the online uh, logic building based testing websites are internally using JUnit to test the code. So finally, if I want to test my code, I need two things. I need expected value as well as actual value. So actual value is returned by my code. For example, let us assume that I have a addition of two number business logic. So by calling that method, by passing some two input, I will call that method. So based on my business logic, my code will return some result. So that result is nothing but my actual value. And as a developer, I know that if the input is XY, This is my expected value. So finally, I have two things. One is expected value and actual value, which is returned by my program or my business logic result. JUnit is providing a mechanism to compare these two values. JUnit is providing a mechanism, it's providing a method to compare expected and actual value. If expected and actual value both are same, then the test case will become success, else the test case will become failure. So now what we are going to do, whatever we have discussed theoretically, so that we are going to apply in a very simple program. So first let me do one thing, let me create a fresh project for JUnit. So I'm just selecting a normal Java project only. I will say next and I will give the project name as, let it be JUnit demo. So and then I will click finish so that it will be creating my project. So now my project is ready. If I want to write a test case, first of all I need to create my business logic. So let me create one simple business logic. Let me keep that a package com.valan.lc package. And I will name the classes calculator. Just consider friends, this is my business logic class. So calculator class. So let me increase the font size. Okay. So now my business logic class is ready. So inside a package com.valan.calc. So there I have a business logic class. So let me define two method quickly. So let me make one method as addition with two argument and it is going to return the sum of two numbers. And same way let me define one more method, that will be subtraction with two argument a comma b and it is returning a minus b. Just assume that friends, this is my business logic class. So I have a business logic class calculator. So there I have two business logic method, addition and subtraction, and I have written my business logic. So now what I am going to do, I am going to create a test case for these two methods. Generally, it's better to group test case file in a separate package. So that's why what I am doing, I'm just creating a new package. So in real time scenario, so we will separate our business logic and the testing code. So let me make a separate package com.balloon.test. So now my intention is I want to write a test case for this calculator class. So how I am creating a test case file? I will be right clicking on the calculator.java, nothing but my business logic class. I will say new. There you can see I have an option JUnit test case. So this is a way to create a test case file. So you will be right clicking on the business logic class, select new, and you will select JUnit test case. In case if you are not getting this option directly, you can go for other and you can select JUnit. Under JUnit, you will be getting JUnit test case. So now let me select this one. You can look at the test case file. So by default, the test case file name is your business logic class and appending with test. So let it be like this because this is as per the coding standard. So your test case, by using this file name, I can understand, okay, this is a test case file for calculator business logic class. Let us keep the same thing and ensure that you are browsing your test package because our intention is we want to prove or we want to separate test case file. So that's why I'm browsing my uh, testing package. So now I will be clicking next, and here it is displaying all the methods. For what are the methods I want to write a test case. For example, my intention is I want to write a test case for addition as well as subtraction. I'm going to write a test case for these two methods, addition and subtraction. So I will be selecting these two methods and then you can say finish. It will be creating a test case file. And this step is more important. By mistaken, some of them may click on cancel, but we should not click on cancel. We have to include this JUnit library file. So that's why what I will do, I will click on OK so that it will be including the JUnit files, I mean library files. So now you can look at my code now. My test case file is ready. You can look at the test case method. The method name is beginning with the word test and then your business logic method name. So let it be like this. Better don't change the name. So the BS it is already following the coding standard. So that's why I'm just keeping just like that. So finally you can see this is my test case file name, which is appending with test, and test case method will begin with test and then your business logic method. So finally with the help of this method name I can understand, okay, this is a test case for addition method. So right now we no need to worry about this annotation. If anything is beginning with at the rate in Java, that will called as annotation. So right now we no need to worry about this one. Little bit later you will come to know what is the usage of this annotation. So finally I have a test case method for addition as well as subtraction. So here I have to write my test case code. So let me remove this line. I have to write my test case code. As we discussed theoretically, to write a test case, we need two things. One is actual value and another one is expected value. So how will I get the actual value? By invoking my business logic. So let me create an object of calculator class. I'm just creating object of my calculator class. And by using this calculator object, I'm going to call my business logic method addition by passing two input, let it be 10 and 20. So finally, because of this method calling, it is executing my business logic, and based on my logic, my business logic code is returning some result. So that result I will catch and I will store with the variable actual. So the next one is expected value. As a programmer, I know that if the input is 1020, then the expected result should be 30. So now I have got my actual and the expected value. So now the last step is I have to compare these two values. So for that, JUnit is providing an asset method. You can look at the option. We have many of the asset methods. If I want to compare a asset array, sorry, if I want to compare a array values, I have a asset array equals. Same way we have a asset equals. Many of the asset methods are there. Same way asset not equals and asset true, asset false. So many of the methods are there. The basic method is asset equals. And I'm passing expected as well as actual value. So the functionality of this asset equals method is it will compare these two value expected and actual value. If both are equal, I mean if the expected and actual value both are equal, then the test case will become success, else the test case will become failure. And also you have to note on one thing, asset equals, these all are predefined method from arg.junit.asset class. So in our previous video, we have discussed static import. So I'm making a static import of asset class. I'm importing all the static method from my asset class. So because of the static import, I can call without using class name. I can call by using the property name itself. In our previous video, we have discussed already what is static import, right? But we have to know this point. Asset equals, these all are static method from asset class. Asset is a predefined class from arc.junit package. So now my first method test case is over. Let me write or let me copy paste the same code in my subtraction also. So instead of addition, I have to call subtraction method. So I know that if the input is 1020, so then the result will be 10 minus 20, nothing but minus 10. So now we have done all those things. So our test case file is ready to test addition as well as subtraction method. So now let us run this test case file. So you can observe I am going to run the test case file to test my calculator class. So how I am executing the test case file? I will be right clicking on the calculator test file. So there I have option run as JUnit. So I will be selecting run as JUnit test option. You can look at my output. I am getting a green color signal, which means test cases are success. How many test cases are running? Two test cases. Zero error and zero failure. So what is the test case file? File name? It is calculated test. Under calculated test, I have two things. I mean, I have two test case, test addition and test subtraction. Both are success. So that's why I'm getting a green symbol. So nothing but test case all are success. Hope friends we are clear how to write a test case by using JUnit and how to run the test case file. Now let us change my business logic. Just assume that instead of subtraction, I'm trying to perform multiplication, which means something is wrong in my business logic, right? Purposely, I'm just making my business logic as wrong so that we can get the failure test case. So finally, this test subtraction is going to fail because I'm expecting subtraction value, but my business logic is working for multiplication. Let me run the test case file once again and will observe the output. You can look at the output. This time I'm getting a red color symbol because some of the test cases failed. How many test cases are running? Two test cases are running. There is no error, but one test case is failure. So test addition is success. I'm getting a green color tick mark. But in case of test subtraction, I'm getting a cross symbol. This test case is failure. So what is the message it's giving? It is saying that the expected value is -10, but the code is returning 200. So now as a developer, what I will do, I will go and check my business logic and I will correct my business logic. Again, I will test my test business logic with the help of JUnit. So this is the main usage of JUnit. So finally, by using JUnit, I can perform a developer level or programmer level testing. Now let us understand what is the usage of this at the rate test annotation. Let me do one thing. Let me remove this annotation. For the test addition method, I have a at the rate test annotation, but for test subtraction, I have not given a annotation. And also you can look at my import. So test annotation is from org.junit package. So this package name we have to remember. So finally, I have a at the rate test annotation for addition test case, but I haven't given a at the rate test annotation for test subtraction. Now let us run the test case once again. With the help of that output, we will be understanding or easily we can understand what is the usage of at the rate test annotation. Let me run the test case. You can look at the output. It's very clearly saying that right now only one test case is running. Let me explore which test case is running. You can see it is executing test addition, but it is ignoring test subtraction. So which means if there is a at the rate test annotation, then the compiler is executing the test case. So finally, by using this at the rate test annotation, I'm telling to my compiler, I want to run this test case. In case if I don't want to run particular test case, then I will not specify at the rate test annotation, or else we have one more annotation at the rate ignore. So hope friends, so we got some idea about JUnit. So in our next video, we have some more important annotation. So right now we are familiar and we understood what is the usage of at the rate test annotation. The same way we have some more important annotations are there in JUnit. So in our next video, so we will be discussing about that remaining JUnit important annotations. Actually, many annotations are there. I'm just going to in the next video. I'm going to discuss about only the important annotations, which we will use very frequently in the real time application. So, hope friends, we are clear about the basic JUnit part. Thanks, friends, for watching this video. So if you like this video, so please subscribe our channel and also click on the bell symbol so that as soon as I upload the new video, you will be getting the notification. Also, you can share it with your friends.